Hello everyone, this is KJPC Gaming. We are back in the Infected 9.5. Today we're going to hunt through this town and see how much lead and electrical parts and things like that we can find. Hopefully I won't be sneezing too much. I'm right on the verge of it. There's also food around. I've managed to find enough to keep me going. We'll just step in here. There's some food. Oil can. I used up most of my oil making a few pieces of plastic. I always take the cans. I don't know why. It's like, it's a thing. It's like there's a can, it's free, take it. A little bit windy today. Hopefully it will not also be stormy today. What is that? Oh, screws, 10 of them. Awesome. Here's some mechanical parts. I think we need a few of those. Let's see here. Nope. Placeable other. The stone grinder here needs 6 mechanical parts. And what was the other thing? The water house does not need mechanical parts, so we won't worry about that. Really should take that sheep. Or it was already in there. 2 seconds in town, I'm already lost. Oh no. It doesn't take much. Some people have been, newer people to the game, have been having difficulty with autosave. When you are ready to leave your game, you need to go ahead and do a manual save, because autosave saves on in amount of time, not when you're entering and exiting your game. So if your autosave was 3 or 4 minutes ago, you're going to need to do a manual save or you're going to lose that progress. And if you have it set up like I do, 10 minutes apart, or rather 15 minutes apart, what am I talking about? Then you have a potential of losing a lot of progress. So another thing is when you're going through the villages, I leave the doors open. Some people put foundation ghosts out or some other type of ghost. If you put the ghost out of a piece that uses electricity, that's going to show up on your electrical panel. And so you can imagine what a lot of confusion that would be. So the part doesn't have to be built. It just has to be planned. And there's an electrical part. So if you have, 11 houses in a village and you put down 11 ghosts of water houses, for instance, you're going to have 11 water houses on your electrical panel. I think I still have one of those. As long as I've been carrying that, I have not broken my leg. Hopefully it will not go on to make me complacent. One of the mechanics in the game that confuses people a lot, I see, is looting the villages. You do not have to pick up everything. This has been tested by several people now. Just pick up what you want and leave the rest. It's all going to respawn 10 days later. I have tons of iron fragments. I think I checked all that. This one village is laid out in an odd way. And if you're curious, about the layouts of the villages, come and join the Discord or go to the Steam community. There is a guide now to playing the game that's being developed over time. And someone has gone to the trouble of making maps of all of the villages showing the layouts of the villages. I just stumble through. I don't know. If I had like another monitor that I could put a map on, that would be something I might do in the future. But as for right now, you can do that. You can put up a map and tab between your game and the map if you're having problems. So each village has its own map on the community page in the Steam community, and on the Discord guides and tips section. There's never anything in that kitchen. And I thought, yeah, I already did that house. Here we go. This is how I get lost. See, I start at this weird one, then I go to the middle, and then I'm like, oh look, there's the outside houses. But each village has a different layout, and you know, so it might be easier to look at a map. I don't think I would have survived learning this game or any of the other games that I play without getting a map. Oh, that's this house, okay. I'm sort of scanning around a little bit, looking for food on the ground. Now that it's springtime, there will be food growing. As the year goes by, it gets a little bit more difficult to find food. I think I've got enough of that going on. And I'm thirsty, which means I'm really going to need to find some watermelons. How are we doing on that? 4 already. 3 lead, 4 electrical parts already. That is pretty darn good. There's some more mechanical parts. I keep picking up the food. If the weight gets to be too much, then I can always throw it on the ground. But going back and looking for it is not that great. And when you're in the situation that I'm in, I don't have a water house, so I don't currently have food growing. Because I'm not going to go water it when I can just build a water house. It can wait. Ooh, yummy. I'll have another. I'm being a little bit more thorough. It is more difficult to see electrical and mechanical parts. It's actually more difficult than seeing blueprints. The blueprints are bright white, and they stand out clear as day. And you're going to find most of them on bookshelves. You'll occasionally find them on tables, rarely on chairs. And at least one blueprint in every save that I've played has been in a warehouse. I definitely do not need medical kits. Ah, here we go. Like, where's the stairs in this place? We'll just walk over here. That is an onion. It's not an onion, it's an onion sprout we can grow. Saw how weird that looked, like rope sitting over there. And I decided to take that second look, and it turned out to be a mechanical part. I tend to go in one door and out the other, which sometimes gets me turned around. But I know that both doors are open that way. I'm not going to be able to get down the stairs in time. I'm crouching using C. Ah, he must have gone the other way. One option that you have, if you're having a really hard time with getting animals, hunting, for instance, one of the options that you have, of course, is to turn down their hit points, so that no matter what you hit, where you hit them, one shot will do. And definitely you want to get a bow and arrows going. It is arguably the best weapon in the game. Now, if you turn the Vambies down to 1 hit point, it's best to hit them with a spear, because you're just gonna poke them with it, and they're gonna drop. And if you're having trouble with them, I don't tend to change. The only thing that I've done with the Vambies is when I'm videotaping, they are off. When I'm building, they're off. So, trying to conserve my nervous adrenaline a little bit by not fighting them every 2 seconds. I think it's every 5 minutes, but that's not the point. It's too often, and depending on where your build is, it may be more often. How are we doing on lead? So we were up to 5 already, and I haven't had to break any rocks or get lost in any cave. Feathers. The feathers stand up weird. I don't know if I would have gone with that option. I think I would have gone with them, just laying down. I haven't, since 9.4, possibly, I haven't seen any things sticking out of door jambs. And that used to be really common. Alright, let's just check really quick again. And I want to run over here. I think there's one more right there that I didn't go in. Someone said that you will not find blueprints in these houses that don't have furniture. Well, I just found 2 electrical parts. So I'm going to argue that you need to go in those houses, because electrical parts take a lot of work to make. Between having to make the plastic and get both the cobalt and the copper. And you spawn on a copper deposit. So if you don't move, you're already on copper, surrounded by iron. But if you decide to build somewhere else, then you're going to have to take that into consideration. No matter where you go, you're going to have to do some traveling to get either the copper or the cobalt or the aluminum. But iron is always at hand. I thought I got there. Here's one. I like that red color. It reminds me of the redwood stain that we used to get for our decks when I was a kid. I don't think I need another raw potato. Let's see what I've got on me. 2, 4, 6 of them. And I think I only have 1 or 2 onions left. I'd like to have this iron skillet, please. Windy, windy. I'll tell you what, I would take away that wind sound if it wasn't for how hot it is right now. I live in, many of you know this, I live in Southern Oregon. And springtime, and we've just started summer. I think the first day of summer is in 3 or 4 days. Springtime is really, really warm until it starts raining, and then it gets super cold. Oh, cool. That I will definitely take. All right, let's take a run around the village. After you've been doing this for a little while, it becomes a whole lot easier to see if a door is open as you're running past. Just waiting on my stamina. Still have not built that up. I'm going to have to concentrate on that. There's another potato plant, but I've got a ton of them now. Oops. When I have the bow in my hand, it's easier for you guys to see. Every time my finger accidentally hits that mouse key. I don't know what it's going to take for me to get used to this new mouse, but it's really driving me crazy. I don't know, we didn't pin the list of the loot that you can get. But you see basically beyond the blueprints, you can also get onions, onion seeds, onion sprouts, as well as potatoes and cooked potatoes, both kinds of bandages, tallow and fat, animal fat that is, which you make tallow with. Oops. What was that? Yeah, that's right. Lead and iron in different forms. Lead as an ore. Iron you can get as a fragment or as an ore. And a number of other things like electrical parts, mechanical parts. This is tallow right here. As well as the blueprints, obviously, when you first start. This is fish oil, and you make a certain kind of lamp with that. Here's a feather. You can see it's standing up. It's kind of weird. You can also get first aid kits and all of the seeds for all the different kinds of plants. And so I recommend, if you are having a problem getting yourself up and running, if you've just started the game, then go ahead and turn off the predators, because the wolves will come right into the house and attack you. So if you're having a super hard time, turn off the Vambies, turn off the predators, and go to the different towns. Take with you a storage crate, or the planks to make one, or a log cart with 2 of them built on it. And just go town to town and load up on the equipment and supplies that you need to get going. That's if you're having a hard time. But definitely try to do this first um, without all of that, because the experience of running through town with Vambies in it and predators in it is really amazing. If you watch season 1, you won't see the Vambies because I generally turn them off when I'm videotaping. But if you, I'm going the wrong way. If you watch season 1, you'll see when I go to the different towns. Back then we only had 3. When I go to the different towns, you'll see all of the predators and animals that I encounter. And a couple of close calls with wolves. Wolves really are the dangerous ones when it comes to being in town, because like I said, they will go right into the house after you. And I actually saw an episode from Game Edge, I think it was last week, it wasn't very long ago, where he went into a house and he was being chased by a wolf, and he went into the house, and the wolf followed him all the way through the house. And I know if he had gone through upstairs, now it wasn't just a straight shot from the front door to the back door either. It was around the corner and down that hallway with that one house that has that. And I know if he had gone upstairs, the wolf would have gone up there after him. It was funny because it was game edged, but it wouldn't be funny if you'd run into a house thinking, I'm going to be safe in here, and you got cornered upstairs, because he's going to do some damage to you. All right. There we go. Let's have some rat for dinner. It's a raccoon. A giant ring-tailed rat. I'm not sure of it. It seems like there should be more than 2 of these manufacturing buildings. I didn't see a barn either. Let's look at the map. We're right here. Yep, it's just this one tiny little manufacturing area. All right. That's what the Mappo says. That must be what the Mappo is. Yeah. I usually go in that direction when I'm going through town. Yeah. If I don't go to the right, then I get messed up. I've tried to go to the left a couple of times, but it's really I always mess up when I do that. Here's some cucumbers. Definitely take that. I am thirsty. I would like to find a watermelon, but we'll go ahead and drink the rest of the water. All right. How much weight am I carrying? 67? Definitely need food. Let's get rid of that. Alrighty. See, meat doesn't weigh hardly anything on its own. It says 1.2 pounds, but those hides and bones and fat weigh a lot. Look at that beautiful view. Do we have time to go home? I think so. It's quite a trek because you got to go through a mountain pass. There is a road, if I can find it. Is that it? I think that might be it. It's kind of a circuitous route, this road, but it does take you through the pass. I think this is it. Let's look at the mountains ahead of me. I need to turn that way. Yeah, I definitely need to go this way. That is not the right road. I made that mistake before on an episode a few weeks ago. And finally I just said, you know what, I'll meet you guys at home tomorrow. Because it was like, it was really bad. Maybe this is the road that I'm thinking of. See, it goes all the way around the mountain. And that's just silly. Yeah, this is it. I gave up on the road and followed my own path. That was a whole bunch of sneezes in a row. The path diverges. This is the right one. So how much lead did I get? In the end, not that much from this town. We got here 6. And oops. And 5 iron. Boy, the other towns did much, much better for me. But more importantly, I got the electrical parts to make the water house, so I won't have to boil water. We can just go home and turn on the water house and be happy people drinking fresh, clean well water. Should we take a dive? Woo! Look at all the fish in here. This place is amazing. There's so much fish. If I can get the right tool out. Oh, I missed him. Oh, there's a bigger one. Let's go after the big one. Where'd he go? All right. I'll take a trout. There we go. Oh, that was a big one. I thought it was the other one. Oops. I got in the wrong direction here. Here is our aluminum. And it's doing much better now. That is way better balanced than when we first got back. And here's the extra that was left over. Those 6 pieces from last time. Oops, that was too much weight. Let's put some back. I thought I had lots of room. One more. Oops. Oh dear. I shouldn't have picked it up at all. It's all the food I'm carrying. It weighs so much. Oh my gosh. Let's eat a steak. All right. Where did it go? There it is. There's no way I have room for that. Oh, I do. Good. Good, good. There we go. Now we're all full of water. Where's the aluminum? There we go. Stupid button. This is awesome. So we're right at the end here, going to build the water house and turn it on and get some fresh water. And we have a little bit of lead left. I've made quite a bit of ingots. It's not going to be nearly enough for that glass house, though. I was trying to think about exactly how much steel do I need. Other than the 20, I need more. So this is how much I have. I have 25. I need 20 for the oil rig, but I'm not going to build the oil rig at that glass house. I'm going to build it here. Alrighty. Here we go. The water is on. Woohoo! All right, you guys. I want to thank you all so much for coming along. If you are new to the channel, oh, cucumbers. If you're new to the channel, then please consider subscribing. If you're enjoying the content, then please click the like button. And as always, have an amazing day.